Dadly advice on a daughter's wedding day. Oh, and I have audio clips. Hang on. Hi, it's Mike Austin here with today's Daily Dadly. A couple of years ago, I was at an event, and it may have been when I was the MC for like a bridal show. I've done a bunch of those. Anyway, the subject came up of what a dad might say to his daughter, if anything at all. You know, like you're standing at the hallway or at the back of the church right before that moment, right when you're ready to walk her down the aisle. It's arrived, or even just before that. Now, I've always thought this would be the perfect time for dadly words of wisdom that I'd do myself, right? What should you say? So I pulled out my phone at the time. I didn't shoot any video because it just wasn't a thing going on then, but I grabbed some ladies and I asked them if their dads had anything to say to them just before the ceremony. And I got three, and I want to play those for you just real quick. Unfortunately, I only remember a couple of the ladies' names. I wrote them down. The first one, I don't remember her name, but here's the first one.
Was this day everything I dreamed it to be? It was a very sweet moment because it was just one of those moments that you could just look into each other's eyes and there weren't words to put with it after that.
There weren't words to put with it. And use these, Dad. Use these as examples. Maybe you steal this. Is this, you hold her close. And is this day everything you dreamed it would be? The next one up is Amanda. This is Amanda and what her dad said to her right before she walked down the aisle.
The dance was very, very important to him. But what was the most important to me was literally the music was going to walk down the aisle. And he said, I want to make sure that this is what you want and this is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. If not, we'll turn around and we'll go home. And that really meant a lot to me.
If this isn't who you really want to spend the rest of your life with, I might choke up talking about this. It's kind of crazy. Amanda's dad said, no problem, hon. All the money spent planning everything, no problem. We'll get in the car and we'll go home. Reassurance. Now, hang on, I got to cue up the next one. Reassurance from Dad. And then the last one I think is kind of funny. This is Shar and what her dad said to her right before walking down the aisle.
My dad's a farmer, so he's real practical. And I think he looked at me and said, there are a lot of people here. Are you sure you made enough ham sandwiches last night for everyone?
Practicality, Dad. Words of wisdom. Steal those or come up with your own. But I think it's a grand and important time to be able to talk to your daughter and just say a couple of sentences. You know, the daddy-daughter dance or the wedding dance or right before going down the aisle. Hey, listen, find us on the web at radiodad.com. There's the podcast there. I'm going to get better at doing those. Working on getting a video cast going on. And I don't know, we're working on this whole thing. If you have suggestions for us, I'm open to it. And hey, ladies, in the comments down here